learning how to corner is the easiest way to gain time, pick up your speed, but you got to learn proper technique and to stay smooth before you can ride faster with control. And there's different types of corners, so you got to learn the different techniques to each corner. They're all pretty similar, but there's just some minute differences that make a big difference in your control. So the goal to cornering with confidence and control is all about getting that traction that you need to, because you're leaning over and obviously you don't have four wheels, so the bike is likely to slide out if you don't have traction, especially on the front end. So to get traction on the front end, you got to get more weight on the front end. So more weight by sitting forward and sticking your inside leg out, that puts more weight on the suspension and the tires. The tire compresses, it gets more rubber on the ground, more traction. So if you're sitting in the middle of the seat or the rear of the seat and you feel like the front end is wanting to slide out from you, so you got to ride slower to not slide out. Try scooting up on the seat more, close to the tank or even on the tank, and put your leg out as far forward as possible. That just puts as much weight forward as possible to get better traction. So flat corners is where you want the most weight on the front end, because you're most likely to slide out, especially on gravel or hard pack. The front end is more likely to slide out if you don't have enough weight on there. Whereas, say, a rutted or a berm corner, the tires have more stability and traction just naturally because they're compressing, pushing up against that, the rut or the berm, and you're less likely to slide out. So therefore, you don't need to be as far forward on the seat. So basically, the more traction that you have with the front end, the more you can sit towards the back. And for any corner, I'm usually sitting anywhere from the center to the tank. I'm rarely sitting on the rear. I mean, that's only if you need 100% traction. But if you're cornering, I sit anywhere from neutral to on the tank. In addition to that traction, the surface that has the least amount of traction, the more weight you want to have on the outside. So if you're taking a left-handed turn, you want your body, your butt, your core to be on the outside of the seat, putting weight over the tires. So you're pushing against the outside peg, sitting on the outside, getting as much weight on over the tires as possible. Where if you're on the inside, then the tires are less likely to slide out. But as you get into a more rutted and bermed corner, you can trust it more because it's compressing against the rut. Therefore, you can sit more towards the middle of the seat as far as left to right. So basically, more traction you have with the front end and both tires, the more you can sit neutral on the bike. So if you like these tips and want to go more in depth, I want to help you out to make you a safer, better, more confident rider. Head to motocrosshideout.com or the link in the description below. More in-depth riding techniques to make you a better, safer rider. I'm Kelly Fager. This is Motocross Hideout. Learn more, ride more.